Welcome to World of Fun 2.0. Have you ever tried copying someone else to fit in? Well, let's see what happens when a boy named Max does just that. The Village of Copies. So, in a little English town, there lived a boy named Max. Now, Max wasn't bad, he wasn't lazy, he wasn't even rude. But Max had a problem. He never wanted to be himself. When his friend Tim combed his hair a certain way, Max did the same. When Lucy wore bright green shoes, Max borrowed paint and turned his shoes green too. And when the baker's son whistled while walking to school, guess what Max did? Yup, he whistled the same tune until his lips hurt. At first, people found it funny. Oh, here comes Max the mirror, the villagers chuckled. Max thought it was cool. He laughed along. But soon, things began to change. One sunny morning, Max saw a group of older boys juggling apples outside the marketplace. Whoa, that looks so fun. I'll do that too, Max shouted. He grabbed 3 apples and tried juggling, but splat! One apple hit a woman's hat, another fell into a basket of eggs, and the last one straight onto the baker's nose. The crowd burst into laughter. Max, you're no juggler, they shouted. Red-faced and embarrassed, Max ran home. But did he stop copying? Oh no, Max only tried harder. The very next day, Max saw the village doctor writing important notes. If I copy him, everyone will think I'm smart. So Max borrowed a notebook and began scribbling nonsense letters. At school, he stood proudly and declared, "Look, I'm a doctor too." The teacher raised her eyebrow. "Max, what does this mean?" she asked, pointing to his scribbles. Max gulped. UHUMM. It says, "Eat more cake." The whole class roared with laughter. Even the teacher couldn't hold back a smile. That night, Max sat by his window, feeling miserable. Why does everyone laugh at me? I just want to be like them. Why doesn't it work? Just then, a voice spoke because, boy, you're not meant to be them. You're meant to be you. Startled, Max looked down. An old man with a long white beard stood below his window, leaning on a wooden cane. Who are you? Max stammered. The old man chuckled. "Call me Mr. Willow. I've seen you copy everyone in this town. But let me tell you a secret. The world doesn't need another Lucy, Tim, or Baker's son. The world needs Max." Max frowned. "But if I just act like myself, no one will like me." The old man tapped his cane. Tap, tap, my boy. True happiness comes when you stop copying and start living your own story. Now the test of truth. The next day, Max decided he would try something different. At school, instead of copying Tim's hairstyle or Lucy's shoes, he just wore his old, worn-out sneakers and combed his hair his own way. And at lunch, when others mocked his plain sandwich, Max didn't swap it or pretend it was something else. He just smiled and ate it. To his surprise, his friend Ben asked, "Hey Max, that sandwich looks good. Can I try a bite?" For the first time, Max felt proud. But the true test came at the annual talent show. The whole town gathered. Kids performed magic tricks, dances, and songs. Max, nervous, thought maybe I should copy someone else again. Then he remembered Mr. Willow's words, "The world needs Max." So when his turn came, Max walked onto the stage with nothing but a simple wooden flute his father had given him. The crowd whispered, "Oh no, what's Max going to copy now?" But instead of copying, Max closed his eyes and played the flute his way. Not like the musicians, not like the bands, just his own soft, heartfelt tune. The melody was simple, but magical. The room fell silent. Some villagers even had tears in their eyes. When Max finished, the crowd erupted into applause. That was beautiful. Where did you learn that? Max smiled shyly. I didn't didn't learn it from anyone. I just played from my heart. The happy ending. From that day, Max wasn't called Max the Mirror anymore. He was known as Max the Musician, the boy who found his voice. Even Lucy, Tim, and the baker's son admired him. And old Mr. Willow, he winked and whispered, "See, boy, being yourself is the bravest act of all." The moral. And so, children, the lesson is clear. Copying others may make you look funny, but it will never make you happy. The greatest gift you can give the world is your true self. Thank you for watching this story on World of Fun 2.0. If you enjoyed Max's journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you more magical stories.